George has his third rebound and leads the Stampede the other way. George comes back and flings a three. 6 triples for Paul George. For both teams have scored. Paul George leads the way with a dozen. For 3, Paul George leads. George, it's a screen from Patterson. Flings a 3, and it is all systems go here in this first. Plenty of time. Batum into Patterson, followed by Paul George. Clippers have time on the clock. George zigs and zags his way down the lane, slices through the defense and lays it in. Zubac's inside. Late in the clock for George, a contested 3. Oh, it is good. He could throw a key into a lock tonight. Jackson has the loose ball. Skip pass to George for the 3. He hits 7. Tough shot. Oh, my.
High screen, Morris. George uses it. They switch. George goes behind the back. Fade away. Oh, he is not human.
George relocates. Gets around Holiday, sidesteps defenders and lays it in. 32 for Paul George.
Luke Kennard up too high, lost sight of his man in the corner who went back door.
And there it is. That's now 4 consecutive games. Also 34 points. From the same spot he opened up the quarter with.
17 since. Leonard's got 22. George has 27. LeBron with 22 points. That's a 3. Good! Wow, what a shot! And picked up inside by Paul George. George with a 3. That's good. Zubac gets the loose ball. And Paul George the other way. Driving right by Kuzma, takes it up and puts it in. And a minute to play as we go toward the final stretch of the third quarter. George 3. He's getting hot now. Leonard is resting with 22 points on the bench. Paul George is getting hot. He puts up another long shot right there. Kennard and George and Zubac. Puts on the brakes, puts up a 3 and knocks it in. Pretty shot by George. He's got 27.
An off-balance 3. Rebound goes to the Clippers. Plenty of time remains. Down by 3. George to the rim, lays it in. No whistle, but count the basket.
You had more pluses or more minuses on the categories?
Simons misses on the 3. George back the other way, dancing around Nasir Little. Oh, fleet feet to the rim for Paul George. To really work to get his points. It's back to that fluid motion now for Paul George. Lob coming out of the inbound. Oh, and it goes to George. Wheels up in Portland. The next time Cantor plays defense might be the first.
Well, he intends to.
Clippers needed to stop there. George down the lane, gets to the rim and lays it in. What a shot!
Paul advance it.
Hot damn, he made them both. The Clippers lead by 1. George, watched by Eaton, hunting for the mismatch. It might be here. With 5 on the clock, rises for a gun at 3. Oh my! 7th heaven for Paul George. Only divine intervention could stop him. Great high school player, the best ever in Ohio. Here is George ahead of the horn. He put it in. Oh my! The old late great Jerry Reed said, "When you're hot." Give that basket to Payne. I thought for sure Ayton had tapped that in, but they say that Payne, they're going to credit him for points 5 and 6. Late in the clock for George. A step away 3. And the beat goes on. 32 for Paul George. Paul George. Step away. Jumper. Oh my goodness. He has taken 19 shots. He's made 13 of them. And at the end of this, even though it's an abbreviated season, they've got to protect.
Yes.
You saw the numbers there of Chris Paul in the clutch. Clippers certainly know what he can do when the game is on the line. How about Paul George? Oh, a graceful glide to the rim. 36 for Paul George.